if you were to show yourself in the future as like your goal or your life in the future, and if you were like, here's this right in front of you, I want you to run to it, there's no way you would stop. I'm actually so nervous because there's a lot of running and I hate running. I'm sweating and the class hasn't even started yet. Oh my God, it's cold. I'm so nervous. I'm leaving 30 minutes early. I'm glad I left early because there is absolutely zero parking, but I did manage to find a spot. It's just a little bit around the corner, so I'm gonna have to walk, but I am cold right now. And I'm gonna wait 5 more minutes because it's 10:25 and I don't wanna get in there too early. I think 15 minutes is an acceptable early time. I don't know what to expect. And I'm nervous. And when I was signing up for a class, it said pick a spot. And so I picked F11. I don't know what that means, but I like repeating numbers, and 11 was the only repeating number that was left. So we'll see how this goes.
The only thing you need to remember on the floor is to work on the left side of your bench facing the mirror. That just keeps everybody in their own spot. After that first set, you will switch to tread 6. Go back to floor 6 one more time. Back to tread one more time. You're all done. It's 50 minutes in and out. The only other thing I'll tell you is it's your workout.
Ice in my veins, I've been driving this train. Years in this lane, there's no stopping this flame. Cause I came to the game and I changed it to play.
I did it. I'm out. 50 minutes of class. I only felt like I was gonna vomit once. I definitely couldn't run as well as what the instructor wanted, but I mean, at one point I did run at 8 miles an hour, so I was proud of that. And going back to my car, they also write down your name on like a whiteboard of whose first class it is and what number station you're on. Oh, that was the other thing. I'll get into it once I stop talking, because it makes me feel like I'm gonna puke. Okay, it was just a burp. We're good. Yikes, that was tough. I feel like actually, I don't feel like a weakling. That actually made me feel really, really good. Loud ass music, very much similar to the climbing class that I took at Transform. You're really close to one another. They have LED lighting, like a blacked out room with red lighting everywhere, which just makes you look better. Turn off the lights and you're like, wow, kind of look better in the dark. I mean, you might be just beautiful. At least it made me feel better, and I think that's the reason why they do that lighting. What was I gonna say? I didn't apparently book a class. I only bought a credit. So luckily they had like 2 spots left in the class. So when I got there, it's good that I got there early because I went in and I was like, hi, my name is Julianne, I'm here for a class. And it's my first time and I don't know what I'm doing. And the girl, Alexa, I think, she was wonderful. She walked me through everything, but she was like, what's your name? How do you spell that? What's your last name? Yeah, did you buy a credit? And I was like, I think so. I have the receipt in my phone. And she's like, okay, well, I don't have you in this class, but luckily I do have some spots available. I was able to get into the class. I don't know. I booked it on my phone, and the website, like, I thought I did something wrong, but I got an email saying, thank you, and we'll see you in class. So I thought I did it right. The instructor was fun, high energy. The only critique that I have from a personal trainer standpoint was at the very end of class, he had us doing stretches where we did like downward dogs. And right after like a high intensity workout like that, you don't necessarily want to jump right into that because all the blood flow will go to your brain. And you want to give your body a minute to kind of readjust. Although science is always changing, so that could be different from when I learned it. I could be wrong, but it also didn't feel great. So I think that it's still correct. Oh, I also took out my teeth for class because I was self-conscious. So we're gonna put on some hand sanitizer and put them back in. That's disgusting. This is not sanitary. This is actually kind of gross, but I put hand sanitizer on. When I walked in, I checked in. They also have lockers and towels. The locker system was kind of confusing. I asked someone, well, they offered to help me before I even asked, but they could tell that I was very confused. Her name was Gia. She was wonderful. She had just taken a class and she was like, here, let me show you how to do a locker. She showed me how to do it. She was great. I appreciated her. There are good people in the world. And I just like tasted hand sanitizer. So I put my stuff in the locker, then everyone kind of checked in. It was very, very crowded. I get very claustrophobic, so when I first walked into the room, I was like, I might pass out just because I am a claustrophobic person, and this is a very crowded room. It's dimly lit, loud music. My senses were overloaded, and that made me nervous at first. I really didn't know what I was doing, and there are just a lot of really, like, strong, muscular, superhuman people that I was surrounded by, and I felt like a worm. So I really followed the lead of the people around me, but I tried to follow their lead without actually looking at them. So kind of trying to be like sly and like sideways glances, but God, I probably came off as like a bitch, giving like side eyes to people. But I really just wanted to look and see what you were doing because I was new and I had no idea what I was doing. Let's open the welcome package that they gave to me. They're probably like, hey, please continue spending money here. Cute. She wrote my name on it. We open it up and it has a little note. Ooh, promotions! Welcome to the Barry's Denver Fit Fam. Thank you for helping us heat up the red room. Run, lift, repeat. We'll be cheering you on every step of the way. We can't wait to sprint with you again soon. XOXO Barry's in Denver. Then they also have two thingies. Oh, do they have an app? Download Barry's app. That probably would have made booking the class a lot simpler. You can earn stars. You can get rewarded by reaching major Barry's milestones, collect stars to reach the next tier in the academy, and unlock exclusive benefits, each one better than the last. This is just like video gaming, okay? Because I play Valorant on PC, and they have a battle pass, and each battle pass is like $25, but then you unlock certain things and like different skins, different like keychains, print patterns, and so this is just the same thing. So you have the red room, 100 stars for every in-studio class you take. So cool, I just got 100 stars. Class credits must be purchased and booked directly through Barry's. Okay, so I couldn't do like a class pass or a third-party Groupon, anything like that. It would have to be like full priced at whatever this is. 200 stars is Barry's X, when you connect with 5 friends on the Barry's X Fit Fam network. Fuel bar, 100 stars for the first time you buy something at the fuel bar every quarter. 4 stars for every $1 spent on fuel. Oh, that's another thing. They also had this little juice bar, so if you wanted juice at the end of class, you could put in a pre-order at the beginning of class, so it would be ready at the end of class. I did not do that because I was overwhelmed. Barry's shop, 100 stars for the first time you buy something on the Barry's shop every quarter. 4 stars for every $1 spent on retail. Plus, stay tuned for exclusive challenges and special bonus stars offers all year long. Ready to start earning? Scan the QR code and go. Consistency. Right now, with where I'm at in my life, financially, with the time, freedom, I would probably give it a 5 out of 10. It's a coin toss. It's a coin toss at this point in my life just because it is expensive. It is out of the way. I would probably do a Barry's class once a month to be able to justify like, yeah, it's $30 once a month. That's fine. But I wouldn't be able to do this every day. I would not be able to do this every other day. I probably would not be able to do this every week because the cost, because the extra time. It's just not something I can easily go to. I guess I could easily go to it, but it's not going to be as convenient as opening up my laptop, pulling up YouTube, doing a workout in my apartment, 30 minutes start to finish, and then being already at my house, showering, and getting the whole thing done. It's also relatively expensive. That first class was $32 for under an hour. But it was fun. It's like going out to dinner. You don't go out to dinner all the time. You go out to dinner once in a while, and you're like, well, I'm going to treat myself. I'm going to go out to a nice dinner. I'm going to get an appetizer. I'm going to get a glass of wine. That's kind of what this felt like. Like, I'm going to go out to this class. It's okay. It's a little more expensive. Maybe I'll get a juice next time, and it's going to be something enjoyable. Ooh, it's overheating. I'm sorry. Coaching. This first coach that I took was actually great. I mean, I didn't really pay much attention to him. He had a good playlist. I enjoyed the music. He was playing Kanye, and isn't Kanye like not our favorite person right now? Basically, he would just tell you like turn up your speed on your treadmill, turn down your speed on your treadmill, turn up the incline, turn down the incline. Like, he was coaching. He was telling the people on the floor what to do, because you have a bench workstation and then you have a treadmill station, and everything's taken up, and then you switch again, then you switch again, then you switch for the 4th time, the final time, and then your class is over. So he is coaching both the people on the treadmill and on the bench at the same time. So you just kind of listen for your key words, like whether he's talking about the tread or the bench, and you follow along. Convenience, if we're rating on a scale of like 1 to 10, I would probably give it, for where I'm at, which is about 1.5 miles away from the Barry's area, I would probably give it a 6. Only because it is really close, so that's a bonus. There's a very limited parking, not a bonus. You have to pay for parking, extra cost. It is also kind of a long class, so I left at 10:15, and it's now almost 12 o'clock. So 10:15, 11:15, I'll probably get home at 12:15. So you have to factor out like 2 hours to get in a 50-minute workout. That's a lot of extra time. So for the convenience, again, that's why I'd probably like dock a point. I'll keep it at a 6. They do provide towels. They do also provide the Clorox wipes, which you continuously wipe down your stations every time you switch. So that helps the convenience factor. Anyway, those are my 4 C's for Barry's boot camp. It's the first boot camp. Yeah, I've definitely never done that before. First boot camp I've taken. The treadmill was definitely the hardest part for me. What I think I can do is, my body felt good running. I felt like I could keep going. If it were just my body, I could have run a lot longer, but my lungs wanted to completely deflate. My lungs wanted to give up. I don't know why. It's so, like, my lungs feel like they're actually closing up. So maybe that's something I can look into. Thank you for hanging out with me. If you try a Barry's boot camp or any boot camp class, let me know how it goes. It is tough, but it is rewarding. You feel like a bad bitch. They had mirrors across the entire wall of treadmills. I just imagined running to my future self and who I imagine I want to be in the future. And if you were to show yourself in the future as like your goal or your life in the future, and if you were like, here's this right in front of you, I want you to run to it, there's no way you would stop. So that's what I kept telling myself when I was on the treadmill. It's like, I just want to keep running to that person, and the only thing stopping me is going to be my crippling lung capacity. And I actually did okay. So thanks, Barry's. I'll see you once a month.
You the fucking best. You the fucking best.